Hello everyone, how's it going? So my name is Tibu Samuel Ntiso and I am just trying my level best to try to get my stuff together. As you can see from the video on your screen, I'm looking at this is just my wallpaper, Domain of Science, shout out to them, DOS, telling you everything about different subjects. They have one for like chemistry, mathematics, physics, etc., etc. So check them out. I gotta credit them because I use their wallpapers for almost anything because I try to channel my inner gig. So, what's this video about? Very simple. A very simple thing, really. I just realized and actually finally found out the meaning of life. I feel like at times we find ourselves in very weird situations because we live lives that are not necessarily our own, but we live lives that we have been told we should live. Because let's be honest, you don't want to be a loser, you don't want to miss out, you don't want to be like lackluster or whatever it is it may be. But one thing I realized in this journey that we call life, we all keep on giving each other suggestions on what we think the other wants to hear or what we have been told is the best way or best course to go through life. What am I getting at exactly? So I find myself in a very weird position in the sense like everything in my life is pretty much working out. I got a good job. I'm happy in my marriage. I'm very excited because we're gonna celebrate that, and my mom is gonna come over and family and stuff like that. So everything's looking up for your boy. But then at the same time, I found myself in a very, very weird, angsty kind of way. Last Saturday, I dyed my hair blue. This is something I've never done for the first time. Never done for the first time. This is something I wouldn't typically do, and it made me wonder why would I do that just out of the blue? Because I was just like, yeah, no pun intended. I hear myself now. I hear myself now. But one thing that I did realize though was the fact that it made no difference what I thought and expected in terms of like me being perceived or blah blah blah, go on a racial tangent, blah blah. No. It's not necessarily about that. I'll still be spotted either way. But it was more like for me, because you grew up in a certain way of being, in the sense like you gotta be appropriate, acceptable. Not just say like that in your hair is inappropriate, da 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 da. Because there's certain gender norms. No matter how we protest them, they're still enforced in some kind of way or the other. Even the people that protest them the most, low key in their private lives, actually like succumb to those gender norms, etc. And the people they choose to mingle with, what they have in terms of expectations from other people, etc., etc. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And one thing that I end up realizing that was very important and very eye opening was the fact that it's okay. Not like it's okay, like, oh, I've been going through stuff and it's very sad. Just in essence, like nothing is as deep as I think it is, and nothing is as hard or like as shallow as it is. And I feel like the whole thing about this life thing is that we make it up as we go along. And this is not a statement about one's own major philosophies they go through life. Maybe if maybe you're more of a materialist or whatever, then you're like, oh, you just spouting your existentialist propaganda, blah blah blah. And I'm like, it's not a existentialism debate, it's not a religion debate, it's not a what debate. It's just the fact that it's a human debate, not even a debate. Just a realization that at the end of the day, you just make up shit, and the more or easier it is for you to convince other people of that bullshit, the easier your life becomes. So, with that said, I have discovered the meaning of life. Just make up shit, make it convincing, and you'll be okay. That doesn't mean you necessarily have to lie, because we still have the moral realm of existence. Like, we still have morality within the fabric of the society that we live in. We can't just be independent beings living by ourselves. You are not a solipsist even if you think you are. Maybe when someone smacks you in the face, you'd say like, oh, this is just a rendition of what a slap would feel like. I'm just cocooned in my mind all by myself, making the world as it goes, and the rest of you are NPCs. Well, that's the most self-centered, self-conceited perspective ever. I mean, I'm more kumbaya when it comes to like identity issues. I get it that I'm rambling all around, but that's what life is at the end of the day. And I feel like the reason why I find myself very like kumbaya on identity issues is because I realize, adding on to my point of like everything is made up, that each and every single one of us, low key, I won't lie, low key, we're just one. Like, no one like hallelujah, Ubuntu, whatever, people, humanity. No, no. Like, literally, I'm you, you are me, blah, blah, blah. As far as the rest of Mother Nature is concerned, if someone takes a shit, humanity took a shit. If someone plants a plant, humanity planted a plant. So, as far as existence and everything else is concerned, we're just all the same. If an ant gets smushed by a human being, the little baby ant watching their parent get smushed is gonna hold that and hold every single person accountable for that shit. So, with that being said, keep in mind that you make your life as you go, and also we are all one and all the same. And this comes to the most important teaching that I ever cared about during my Christianity phase, I would say, is love thy neighbor as you love thyself. Not as much as you love yourself. I feel like it's more like you love yourself, because that is you at the end of the day. And it makes your life kind of easy, because one thing that you get to exist within the world with is a sense of empathy. You know, you feel something, you're in tune and just in tune with people. It doesn't mean that you're gonna be the most perfect emotional companion. It just means that as you stumble along this life shit that we all go through, you're gonna find yourself at a better position, a better understanding of different things that come your way, and you're gonna build a bigger network, and then you're gonna see more people that are like you and become a bigger you. So that's one thing I realized. That's why it's kind of like dumb, not like dumb, but it's not as productive to like try to immortalize your name in like a field or whatever and be the ooh star. Because however you think about it, whether we like look up to great philosophers and scientists, blah blah blah, at the end of the day, what makes the science or the philosophy or whatever industry a thing in of itself as the numerous amount of people involved in that, and they became that subject matter. Science isn't Einstein. Science is all those guys. Even like a grad student right now, stuck in a laboratory trying to run an experiment that is just shitting in their face, and they're not sure if they're gonna make it and submit the proper dissertation. Blah, nah. All those people are part of science, and that's when we realize that we have like a kind of a mega hypermind. Now, how does all this BS relate to computer science? I feel like, in my opinion, the reason why I fell in love with like tech in general is like it's the most collaborative thing right now, because you literally cannot do it on your own. Like, oh shucks, boy, geniuses, I can code all day, I can dream code, blah blah blah. We love those people. I wish I can be one of those people one day. But as far as it goes, it's a team effort, and motherfuckers working together to build some shit. And that's one thing that fascinates me the most. So, as you can see from my lovely little desktop wallpaper here, from supercomputing to computer graphics to software engineering to whatever, I I finally feel myself like I want to be part of that fully, not just strictly to like, oh, this field, this whatever, but I just feel like after working the job I've been working for months now, I'm like, every day I wake up and go to work and I'm excited because I realize I have the most interesting job in that I solve people's problems. You know what I mean? And some are small, and you're like, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. You can do that by yourself. And some are so complicated that I found myself sat today when I should be chilling, thinking about a problem that I've been working on since Monday. And then when you solve it, oh, it feels so good. But you know why you can enjoy that? Because there's more problems. But the reason why I don't want to complain about that is like, you don't see it, but You are growing. And whatever industry you are in, whatever it is that you want to do with your life, keep that in mind. All right. So I'm not sure if we're still recording. My screensaver just came on, uh, which is perfect. Maybe I should get better at making videos. Hey, all right. It looks like we're still recording. I don't know if it stopped or paused or whatever, but yeah. So with that being said, thank you for watching. It's your boy Tibbs.